special episode here at Electrical Code Academy. My name is Paul Abernathy. If you're not familiar with who I am, I'm the CEO and founder of Electrical Code Academy. And I'm coming to you today with a special message and some good news and some bad news. I guess we're going to give both. For those that are in our program, those looking into our program, we have a couple things. Every now and then I like to do my little status of the programs and where we're at. And so I figured I would do that today and let you know some changes that took place. They were supposed to take place February 1st, but it's a couple of days delayed. But I will go on and announce it to you. And I guess it is what it is. Okay, so there's some good news onto the bad news. Okay, so let's get started into the first. So for years, we've had our programs, our Fast Trax programs. They've been what I like to think, very cost effective for what you get, the interaction with me. But due to increases in server costs of hosting our courses, we haven't had a price increase in quite a long time. So you will notice now that our courses have increased in prices for the Black and the Plus. Reasoning is server prices went up and the ability to be able to renew a course was added. And with that, negotiations had to be done and it increased our server costs, but will mean that we possibly can do extensions for folks in the future. So that's kind of a good news, but we had to absorb that into the cost of the program. You're already in the program, certainly not going to matter to you, okay? That type of scenario. Now, that's the bad news, is we had to do an increase in costs, and I will go look at the website and kind of give you an idea what that is if you're interested in our program. The Black and the Plus are still going to be very much like they were before. You're interacting online. It's more of a console type scenario. People like that scenario. They like the feeling of that program. It's still going to be available, but again, with the added stuff that we do with that, it caused that price to have to increase. That's kind of the bad news when it comes to courses. Still the best value out there, but it is an increase in price. However, we have launched what used to be our budget. We've enhanced it, and we've called them now the Fast Trax Basic and the Fast Trax Enhanced. And basically, you get all of the material, all of our course content, but you get some other benefits as well in there. And so it is most certainly the best value that we've ever offered when it comes to a course. And the other benefit of the new Basic and Enhanced is you get access immediately. So you don't have to wait for anything. You don't have to wait to set up an account. Once you buy it, you're in our program, you immediately get to log in and start your course. Okay. All the same content. You get access to the database of questions, which also has flashcards, which also has the enhanced materials, some videos on certain things. And you get all of that material and the exam prep questions, over 850 exam prep type questions. But it doesn't expire. So the Basic and Enhanced does not have an expiration date, like the Black and the Plus has an expiration date. Okay. So that is one of the key differences. So with that said, I want to take you to the website so you can see what it looks like and how it's changed or how things have changed. So you get a kind of a better understanding of where we're going. Again, the Black and the Plus are still available, but due to the enhanced involvement with it, the prices had to go up. We hadn't raised prices in about 3 years, so they had to go up. But that's why we introduced the Basic and the Enhanced program. All right, so let's kind of go real quick to here. So this is our website. And one thing you're going to notice here on the website is we've added what's called Fast Trax Basic and Enhanced programs right here. Okay. Now, under the courses, you'll see here Basic, Enhanced, and Free. There's some free courses. Right now, you see there's a Basic and Enhanced course. Okay. So you still have our Black, still have our Plus. The difference is the Basic is like the Black, and the Enhanced is like the Plus. It's just that now it's internal on our website. You have instant access to it. that type of things. Now, there's still keys involved, but we automatically take care of those for you and do all the registration and everything for you. So it makes it a little easier for folks. So I'll click on this, kind of give you an idea. So when you click on this, you will see that you have the basic exam prep, which is probably the best value out there, $299. You get immediate access, but you'll also see that we have added the basic for the 2023, and we have now added the enhanced. And the enhanced is giving you access to Fast Trax Tube for a year, and you get access to Wednesday night sessions. Okay, so $375, which is cheaper than the black was, but you get everything that the $525 really plus was. So it is the best value. Is if you want the videos, you want to get videos, then this enhanced. So essentially, we actually brought the price down in order to be able to give you access to these certain things. Okay, so that's what we kind of did in order to offset the increase for the black and the plus. We said, look, how do we do this and give people value? So that's what we did. We've come up with these courses here, and I'll just show you when you click on it. So this is a 2023 enhanced. As you can see here, basically kind of an overview of what you will get in the program. It's still based on 20 units. It says no quizzes because you actually have a separate access to your database that's included in here. So there's no need for any internal quizzes. Now, we may add some at a future date, but really you're getting everything into the lecture. All of your competency reviews you download, and you get the answer key and you grade them yourself with the code references, all that kind of stuff. And then here you get your instructions on what you have to do at Fast Trax Tube, and we will activate you on Fast Trax Tube. All right. So that's one of those kind of things where we are trying to give you more value, whereas we have to raise the prices on the black and the plus because of the server and how they log in. If anybody's familiar with that, the only difference is in the enhanced. In the basic, we found out how to do that without you having to do it because people were screwing up their registration. So we have found a way to do it and maybe make life a little easier for people. Okay. So that type of scenario. Now, if you're wondering, you're saying, okay, well, how is that going to be different than my black and my plus if I'm interested in it? Well, in the past, when you had problems in your course, we had to use a third party because we don't have access to that information. Well, no longer the case. So in our basic and enhanced, you get all of our course material. It's just now we have better access to everything, so we can help you out. And it's all the same information, all about the National Electrical Code. We just have much more flexibility, and we wanted to be able to offer that at a better price to folks. So yes, the budget went up a little bit in price in order to be able to add some of the extra benefits to it, but we think it's more well-rounded now. So we just wanted to do a special announcement. Now we're going to do some videos, obviously, on how the Fast Trax Basic in the enhanced works, so that when you click on that, you can watch a video and see how all that works, and you can see what's in there, how it looks, so you can make your decision on whether or not you want to go with the basic or the enhanced. Now, to people, that's going to seem really confusing to have all these different versions of the courses, but it's really not. Just think of the basic and enhanced, you're accessing it directly on our website. The black and the plus, you're going through a third-party portal, and we can't control that portal. So if you have login issues or whatnot, we can't help you. So we are trying to streamline it and make it a little easier. And we're giving you all the benefits in the enhanced and the basic that you would get in the black or the plus at a cheaper price. I know that sounds weird, but we really wanted to do that. Okay. So it is not only affordable, it also gives us more flexibility to offer things like coupons. It gives us more flexibility to offer discounts in the future. It's a good move, folks. Trust me. And I know that our Black and our Plus is so popular, but I think you're going to find that it's just a different way to view it. But I think you're going to find our basic and our enhanced equally as good. Hey, what's up, Oscar? Thanks for joining. Yeah, Eric, aka O. There you go. So the other benefit is that now, even with the basic and the enhanced, okay, you're going to have everything that you needed for exam prep at a cheaper price, right? And with the enhanced, you're going to be able to get access to the Wednesday night sessions. You're going to get access to the videos over on Fast Trax Tube. Trust me, folks. What we've tried to do is, because we had to increase the prices on our basic and plus, I demanded that we give you another option. And that's why we came up with the basic and enhanced. And you're saying, well, why do that? Why's the difference? Because we control our own personal servers for the basic and enhanced. And basically, they proxy and go through into the other portal. And so we eliminate a lot of the confusion in doing that. So again, it'll make sense. I think people, if they're like, well, will I still be able to get access to my stuff? Will I still have the course material if I have a basic or enhanced program? It's cheaper. Absolutely. All the same course material, you'll get access to it, but you're going to get more because you get access to the new database, right? So I think it's a good move. You're very welcome, Oscar. And I think what people will find out about me is that even if I'm forced to increase prices on something, I try to always find a way to bring the prices down for something else and give you the same value. Let me put it this way. When my board of directors say to do A, I'm always looking to try to find a B. And my brother even tell you that I've always been like that. So yes, I'm the CEO. Yes, I've set the final tone, but I do have a board of directors that help guide me. And I don't like them yelling at me. I don't like them breathing down my neck. I like to get along. So the problem is I have to compromise. So for me, when they say, because of the review of the server prices, which we reviewed at the middle of January, and we knew this was coming, I was diligently looking for a way to offset this. And the way that I could offset it was to come up with the basic and the enhanced program. Now, again, if people think, am I going to get less of education? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's the same references, has the same chevrons, it has the same action. It's just at a cheaper price. Now, with that cheaper price, I don't personally grade your competency reviews. Now, some people are like that. Well, then they're going to have to go to the Black and Plus. But usually I tell people it's unnecessary because there's an answer key there, and you can do your review and grade it yourself and see where you went wrong. But then you can always reach out to me and say, Paul, can you explain this? Or the benefit of the enhanced program is the lower price, but you still get access to Wednesday nights, so you can come and join me and ask questions, right? So I think it's a win-win for everybody, okay? So now, if you are dead set on our Black and our Plus, then you just have to deal with the increased pricing. It is what it is. Basically, what happened is the server fees went up about $100 a course. So with that said, we just carried that over to the courses, just carried it over. And that, again, is what spawned us. And the reason was everybody wanted us to negotiate the ability to extend a course at the end of 12 months. Well, part of that and part of the negotiations and part of doing all that, there had to be a compromise. And the compromise was the increased cost. I'm transparent. That is it, folks. That's the reason. So how do I get around that? Okay, well, I try to create something on our servers that will get you to the information we need on our other proxy servers. So sounds complicated, but we figured it out. We worked it out. And I think it's the best value. If I was buying a course today, people ask me, if I'm buying a course today, what course would I buy? I would, realize that we'd lose money on it because our servers are actually is pretty expensive to host and do the things we do with it. But if I had a choice, I would pick the Fast Trax Enhanced, which is, I believe, I don't even remember the price. I think it is $375, I believe, for that. So yeah, the basic is now $299, but you don't get the videos, you don't get access to Wednesday night, you get the course material. If you want Wednesday night sessions and you want the videos all bundled in one, different videos and stuff like that, then go with the enhanced. The biggest difference is the Fast Trax Plus is now gone up to, I believe, $625 or something like that. Yes, $625. You can essentially get everything the same. Essentially everything the same for $375. Dude, if I can't make it affordable, okay? There you go. That's okay. The question database, that didn't change. Okay. The questions, that pricing didn't change, Dejeep. So you're fine on that. You're fine. So anything that you would have already purchased, you're okay with. Nothing's going to affect what you've already purchased. Okay. Whatever you've already purchased, you're locked in. You're good. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, it's just one of those things in business. Anybody got any questions? Feel free to ask them. I don't have but 5 viewers in here, so obviously I am not very engaging. So, and I didn't send advance notice of this stream because I screwed up on my thing. So, but if you have any questions about our courses, anything like that, I will be doing other videos to explain what is in our budget and enhanced, so that you understand what's in it. Because I fully understand that people will want to know what's in it and what makes it different than the Black and the Plus program. Some people ask, do I eventually see the Black and the Plus going away? Yeah, I do, eventually. That doesn't mean anybody that's purchased it can't still have it. And it doesn't mean we can't do extensions, because that was part of our deal. Then we might be able to do some extensions for you, but we might have to do a little work. So if you're a student of ours and your course is expired, reach out to me, and we may be able to do an extension. But I'm going to have to get your username and your password, and I'm going to log into your account and see if that's possible. Okay. But I am willing to work with everybody. I have over 5,000 students in our program. You know that I'm engageable. You can talk to me. I answer the phones. I try to be accessible. Unlike other educators, I am always accessible to my students because I believe in you. I believe in your success. And when you invest in us, it's a little bit more than just buying a book from Amazon or buying a course from somewhere where they just take your money. I am personally invested in all of you. I answer emails. I answer message boards questions. So, I just want you to know that when we built Electrical Code Academy, that we did it in a way that we want to engage. I can tell you right now, years ago, I was the suit and tie guy on the stage, dynamic teacher, and you really couldn't approach me. COVID hit, and it totally changed my attitude towards everything. I became even more engaged with students. My responses were more personable rather than a cut and paste corporate response. And I believe that it reflected in the success of our company. I mean, we blew up during COVID, and we've been blowing up ever since because of folks like you. You share it with other people. You let other people know about our programs. You know that we offer so many ways to engage with us, like the paulabernathy.com, the Sparky Hub. We now even added support forums on our website, so you can ask us straight on the website. You can There's so many ways to engage with us now because I really want you to learn. I really do. So, I mean, that's it. I don't know what else to say. But because of the price increases on our Black and our Plus program, that's what spawned me to introduce the budget. And if you guys noticed, when the budget was released, probably last month or the beginning of the year, I already knew that we were going to have a price increase. So I wanted to get something out there as quick as I could because I knew what was coming the 1st of February. And I wanted to be able to give you options. And that's what I did, give you options. Now, remember, you got to do me a favor, folks. I am not in search engines. I mean, I am not a pay-per-clicks. I don't advertise in magazines. I need everybody that watches this video or even watches the replay of this video to be warriors to help us be successful. Share our content, post it on other message boards, go out there and be champions for helping other people, because that's what I'm all about. Anybody that really knows me knows that I'm about helping students. So I want to, I don't know how to convey that when I created something like the Fast Trax Tube, and people say, Paul, why did you do that and do a subscription? Guys, I got to make a living. You know what I mean? But I try to keep things as affordable as I can. And the other big advantage of our enhanced and basic is that it doesn't expire. And we could enhance it and add more content to it. And we're not limited by other people's servers. And we can enhance that. For example, I could add videos embedded into the course at a later date. I mean, I can constantly evolve it. So I think what you're seeing is, and most people, if you know me or have been following me for any time, everything's always evolving. And if I can make something better, I'm going to try to make it better. And I wholeheartedly believe that our basic and enhanced format is, I don't know, it's a little more difficult. It's not all integrated like that console approach in Black and Plus. But I think that there is two elements. There's the course, and then there's the database that we include that you can work independently. So maybe one day you're just working on questions and Q&A or whatever, then you don't have to go into the course. That's a separate piece that you can do. So I think if you embrace it, you're going to see that it is the way moving forward. And I'm also looking at, and since I'm on here and we're just talking, I'm also looking in a way, and the board of directors of mine are going to get ticked off at me saying this, but we are working on videos that are interactive videos. And those will be on Fast Trax Tube, but they will also be in our basic and enhanced courses. They will not be in the Plus or the Black courses. So that's another reason. Okay. And I think one of the big benefits to the new enhanced and basic course that we offer is that I'm able to offer discounts. I'm able to offer special things like military discounts and things that I could never offer before. I'm excited about it. Now, I don't know many people that are excited about getting less money. You know what I mean? But I'm 100. I support our military. I support our law enforcement. There's so many causes that I believe in that I think that I have always been handcuffed from being able to support. And I think as we move in this direction with the Fast Trax Tube video platform, and if y'all haven't seen that platform, I swear I am not hyping it out. It is, to me, the most amazing platform for watching the videos. And it's going to get better and better and better. Really, I am passionate about it. And here's what's different. I own all those platforms, so I don't have to rely on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So many people that know me know that I've been trying to go this direction for a long time. Obviously, sharing videos on YouTube and other platforms is what's gotten me here, because people find my videos that way. Because one thing that I ain't good at is I'm not good at web design. I can do it, but I don't know how to create search engine optimized sites very well that get me organic traffic because I am a business. I got to make a living. But I know how to not only be the sales guy, but I'm the technical guy that wants to see you succeed. And, you know, and there's somebody out there watching this. It's like, oh, come on, Paul. I'm being sincere as I can be. As an owner of the company, as an educator, it just is what it is. I got my haters out there. I get it. But I can promise you, look at the hater and look at me and ask yourself, what is Paul providing for the industry? What is Paul trying to do? All a hater does is try to tear people down. They probably never wrote a book. They've never served on a committee. They've never helped another person in their life. Okay? I can go to sleep every night knowing that I have helped thousands and thousands and thousands of people be successful. I'm not always right. I'm not the best educator in the world. Sometimes I try to break things down and make it so simple, and maybe I even make it complicated. But I do the best I can. Okay? So, at any rate, that's what it is. Look for some changes, but check out the basic and the enhanced program. Look for videos on those programs coming soon. And you'll be able to watch the video on the actual purchase page. There'll be a link there so you can watch it and before you purchase. And it will kind of, give you a little more insight. I'm from, where am I from? I'm actually was born and raised in Virginia and I grew up in Virginia, Charlottesville, Virginia. Then I ended up in Harrisonburg, Virginia. That's where my engineering company, electrical contracting business, and some other businesses that I owned. I ended up in Harrisonburg, Virginia. Then I ended up in Richmond, Virginia, as the engineer for the city of Richmond. Then I ended up going north to Alexandria, Virginia. I lived in Spotsylvania County. And I was the head of codes and standards, the electrical division for the city of Alexandria. And then I ended up with NEMA, the National Electrical Manufacturers Association. And I was their electrical expert in the South for a couple of years. And then manufacturer comes calling, and I ended up moving to Texas in 2014. And I oversee codes and standards for one of the largest wiring cable manufacturers in the world. So that's kind of my journey in a nutshell. I've had my hand in inspections. I've had my hand in supervision, plan review, a building official. I've had my hands as an expert traveling the country for representatives like NEMA. And I've worked on with major manufacturers. So I've had a little bit of experience everywhere. I was an electrical contractor for 20 plus years, owned my own company. I'm a national VICA champion. I won the competition back when it's now called Scholastic whatever, but back when it was VICA, when I was in vocational school, I won that, won the local, won the regional, and run the national. So I've actually done the work. I am not one of those guys that I can show you my licenses. Okay. I can tell people say, Paul, prove it. Well, you can Google me, but I tell people all the time, I can show you. Where's it at? There you go. There's my license for Texas. I don't carry my license for Virginia because I don't work in Virginia, but I keep renewing it. I've been around. Okay. I'm familiar with a lot of things. Okay. Now, as far as my exam prep, they're universal. You can use them in any state that is NEC based. Okay. Does that make sense? So we teach you the NEC. We don't teach you OSHA. We don't teach you, although that's coming, we don't teach you 72, NFPA 72. I don't teach you local rules. We do have available some states that have what's called business law. We have some courses available on our website, but they're not ours. They're third party, but we endorse them. When it comes to teaching the NEC, I teach the NEC, which is used in every state. Okay. So that's what I teach. So yes, it's universal. You just need to know what your state is testing on, and we have that. Now, I will tell you, we do not have the 2017 NEC available in the basic and enhanced. That is only available in the in the black and the plus, so the more expensive one. But we are, if there's enough interest, we will bring a basic and enhanced 2017 course if people want it. But we don't have that available yet, but we do for the 2020 and 2023. Okay. But again, we have the black and we have the plus. They're just a little more expensive. Okay. So you get my info, just go to our website. You see it right here on the screen. Just go to that website. That's all you do. Everything is there. So if anybody's got any other questions, I'm open to answering any questions that you may have. I've got my announcements out of the way. And I truly believe we're making a move for the better. We're making a move. We're going to be able to be more accessible to students. Okay. So you're in California. California supposedly is moving to the 2020 NEC. I don't know. You'd have to check with your local jurisdiction for their testing. We only teach the NEC. So we don't teach the title codes there. We don't teach anything with business law. We don't teach anything with OSHA. We don't teach anything for fire alarm. We only teach the National Electrical Code. That's it. So in some states would have multiple things on their exam, OSHA, laws, regulations. We're not going to help with that. We only get you square on the portion that's the NEC. And the title codes for the electrical are based on the NEC. So we have tons of students that are in California. So it's not that big of a transition for anybody. Okay. But we don't teach the ICC codes. If you're an electrical inspector and you're studying for your E1, that's based on the International Residential Code, which mirrors the NEC for the residential portions. So there is a cross-reference document in the ICC. So if you know what the NEC is, you can go to the cross-reference and it'll tell you what the E code is. But usually, once you learn the NEC, you could learn the ICC at the same time, because if you move up to an E2, then you're going to have to learn the NEC, because that's what they use. They don't use the I codes for that. So we don't do anything when it comes to the IRC codes, that type of thing. It's all National Electrical Code. That's all we do. And that's why we specialize in it. And I'm an NEC code expert. I like to call myself that because it doesn't mean that I have everything up here. This entire book, there's no way that I can regurgitate everything that's in this book. But being an expert and a consultant for many people, many companies, I can find the answer very quickly because I know how to maneuver this book. There's a lot of stuff I know right off, just that type of thing. But again, when I'm going to do a formal interpretation from our company for somebody, or I'm going to be on a case, or I'm going to be deposed, or I'm going to be something, and I need to give advice to one of my companies that I'm a consultant for, I make sure that it's fully researched before I give you an answer. That's what an expert does. Doesn't mean you just rattle off everything. It means that you know how to take a question that you get asked, break it down, and get an accurate answer to your customer. That is an expert. Not somebody that knows the entire book in their head. That's not an expert. Okay. So, any rate. But if there's no more questions, I'll let you folks go and I'll get to making some videos. I got a bunch of stuff I've got to do today because of these changes. But again, if you have any questions on the differences in the black, the plus, the enhanced, and the basic, please feel free to reach out. On our website, which is right here, there's a contact us button. You can contact us and ask us any questions you want. And we're more than happy to elaborate on it and answer those questions for you in more detail if you'd like. Okay? All right. That's it, folks. I don't really have anything else to say. I tried to introduce it and let you know. I appreciate all of you that joined me today. And again, to my students on Wednesday night, we will see you. And we will... I don't remember what our topic was for Wednesday night. Oh, we're doing service bonding and grounding and bonding enhanced which is probably focused on 250.90, 250.92, and all that type of stuff. So that's Wednesday nights. So it's a great time to join us on Wednesday night. You can come for an hour. You can come for 10 minutes if you want. You can come and go every week. You could come in just as a social and say, hey, even after you pass your exam, you're like, hey, y'all, I just want to come in and talk. Always welcome. That's kind of our weekly get together where I like to give of my time to the students. Again, I don't do personal tutoring anymore because I would be quite expensive for people. So how do I offset that? I give you the floor on Wednesday nights at 7:30 Central Time. I give you the floor. All right? All right, folks. That's going to be it. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. And for all of your support, it means a lot to me. You have no idea. Other than people take it for granted. I do not. I appreciate every one of you. And I live vicariously through all of your success. And trust me, I want you to be successful. Okay? All right, folks. Till next time. God bless.